do with Tom, I guess, but
So the
And again, for those listening, Tom Zutat's an A&R guy.
The definition of cool, all right? The definition of cool. Everybody's freaking out backstage. Like, the whole arena is imploding. It's like all the fans are screaming.
I find that's very hard to believe. It was very unusual.
It was like midnight. So anyways, everybody's freaking out. And me and Maria are walking down. We see all this commotion down the hallway, right? Like, people jumping around and just going. I go, what is going on? So I walk down the hallway, and it's you surrounded by a maelstrom of people jumping and flipping
I'm glad that
around.
went maelstrom. I wasn't quite sure where that was going.
So
Male love.
You had Stephanie on your hand, and you looked like bored. You were like. Whatever. And I go, dude, where were you? And you go like this. You go, I was taking a shower.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
That's what you said. You go, I was taking a shower. And I was like, right on, dude.
Scott, do you have any GNR stories? You've been kind of silent in this whole thing. You have any?
We never really crossed paths, though, did we?
Not so much. I saw you guys like a couple times in the early days, those early Rich shows.
I met some of the guys in the band and stuff. You know, then they were always really great. So and then. Where we not the Ritz. There was a place, a smaller place. I was
Cat Club.
Cat Club.
No, not in the city.
I remember in '86 when you guys played the Ritz at Lamar's.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I remember coming to see you guys in '86
So we
at
played
the
with
Ritz.
like MOD there, I think, or something.
And I walked in the dressing room, and I didn't know any of you guys. I just walked in there, and Izzy looked up at me, and he goes, S.O.D. Just like that. I was like, whoa. And that was it, like instant bond. And like Slash was wearing an Anthrax shirt on stage. I was like, I couldn't believe it.
It's cool.
Super cool.
That is the heaviest riff, by the way, ever. Dun, dun, da, dun, dun, da, dun, dun, da.
And Izzy turned me onto Two Live Crew, so.
Wow.
Oh, interesting. And Jericho, anything you want to share on a Guns N' Roses story?
I actually have a bone to pick with Mr. Rose.
Oh, come on, man. It's going so well up to this point, dude.
I have to say it, man. I have to say it.
Dude, if you blow this, you are never coming in here again.
I wouldn't do that, Eddie. You know how much of a fan I am of everything. So I saw Axl and the boys with the Cult in '87. Then about a year later, you guys came back.
Wait, did I just hear a boat?
Yeah, exactly.
We gotta go. He's got a skidoo. He's got a cat diesel.
What are you talking about, eh? Sebastian, help me out
I
here,
got a
okay?
2-4 in the batch blue, and I'm getting on my skidoo, and I'm getting out.
And we're gonna go see some peelers on Boxing
And I
Day
got
and have
cat
some whiskey.
diesel. My skidoo is cat diesel. What about you?
So I saw Guns with the Cult. Then you guys came back with Iron Maiden on the Seventh Son tour. So you were hanging out in the backstage area, like in the parking lot.
That's where we were singing. We want some. Yeah. No. The
The
Two Live Crew
song,
yeah.
right? We want some.
But no one had
like,
even. Yeah,
like kitty cats.
we wanted some vagina monologue.
Right. We want some pussies, but like kitty cats. I'll just come out and say it because I get.
We wanted some
anyways.
small.
So, anyways, you were on a skateboard. You were skateboarding up and down the ramp. And
Right on.
like a total nerd fanboy. I was like, Axl, can I have your autograph? And you're like, yeah, dude, I'll be right back.
And I never came
And
back.
then you skated into the arena, and you never came back, and I was waiting.
You're still waiting.
I'm still waiting.
Right now.
You're not getting it today either.
My friend is like, dude, the show's
Hey,
gonna
look,
start. Like,
that's
Axl's gonna come back. He
That's
told me
better
so.
to be waiting for that than like when the guy's outside the hotel going, dude, man, my girlfriend like went up there with Izzy. It's like I've been waiting. It's like, yeah, I think you're gonna be waiting a lot longer, dude.
I can remember staying up all night with Slash in his room, snorting Splenda, and after the show. But it's
Snorting just gave it away.
It's like noon, and I look like a just walking death and stuff. It's like time to try to go to sleep. I walk out of the hallway, and there's Izzy playing frisbee with his dog in the hallway. Like the dog's doing flips.
Yeah, but better than that. In Indiana, he had this rig hooked up with like a parachute and a pulley and a tree. I don't know. He had, and the wind would catch the parachute, pull you up in the air, and then he would shoot his Uzi at stuff. It's something weird he had rigged up. We came to New York during the making of Use Your Illusions, and his face was like like just one big scab. It was all messed up because he got a brand new Beamer M something at the time, and then took a cornfielding and hit like a ditch in a culvert, right, and airbagged and everything, right. So we get out here, and then like we go meet Wasp. That's what we did too.
Oh my God!
It's a Wasp night.
Do you want me to get Blackie Lawless on the phone? Because his ears got to be ringing.
So anyway, we meet Wasp, and then Izzy leaves the room, and then I tell the story about that, and they go, whoa, because, man, I thought he had like the worst case of herpes I'd ever seen in my life.
I can't believe the Wasp.
We should play a Wasp song, for God's sakes. I've never seen anything like this.
Oh.
Blackie Lawless never got so much publicity in his life.
So let me ask you a question. At the Freddie Mercury trip, what is? Oh no! Like I'm going to say.
I know everyone cringes when Jericho says
I got good questions. At the Freddie Mercury tribute, you sang with Elton John.
Yeah.
And it was obvious that you were a huge Elton John fan, just from the stuff that you've been doing. How cool was that for you to play with him in front of so many people?
That was amazing, and I didn't know they were going to do that pyro though, and that was really amazing and really fun. But it was pretty intense because meeting Elton came to my room, and he sits down on his couch, and we start talking about the song, and Elton is like sitting there, and he's getting more tense, and he's turning really red and stuff, and because what's going on in his head is like he doesn't know me,
right.
And and this is a big AIDS thing, and and he's dealing with people telling him different stories about me and homophobic or whatever, and 1 in a million and everything, and we're trying to talk, but he's getting more tense, and finally he goes, "I'm a gay man." Okay. And I went, cool. So when we hit the bridge, the song, it's like, and then we were fine. It's like,
once he told you he was a gay man, then it was okay.
And I was like, peace, I don't have a problem. It's like, okay. So then he was like, okay, all right.
And then I remember when you came out on stage with him, he kind of looked at the camera and went, he's cool. I like him. He's a good
and
guy.
We've got along, ever since.
We got to go see Lestat.
I just saw him a little while ago, so he was
Have
great.
you seen the new play?
That's cool.
No, I haven't
Lestat.
seen it.
You want to go see that? I'm going to go see that.
I do want to see it, yeah.
Definitely.
I heard that one person told me that it was no good.
Yeah, but
So
people.
I heard mixed reviews, so
It was actually Jeff Tate that told me he didn't
What?
like it. Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Geoff didn't
Jeff
like it.
Tate, yeah.
That's
No way.
messed up.
Geoff Tate.
Geoff Tate.
Didn't he say that, Eric? He said he went to see it. He didn't care for it. He thought he was disappointed.
He didn't like a
I
whole
have no
lot of
idea. I
anything.
mean, it's like, it's a Broadway thing, though, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, I don't,
Doesn't seem like anything
I think you got to judge it in a different
Absolutely.
criteria, a different way of looking at it, So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know Jeff digs Broadway.
I really like Silence of the Lambs, but I'm not really sure how much I dig the Broadway version of it.
That's right.
It's good point. Very
Put
good
the lotion in
point.
the basket.
I think they'd do that little dance for a lot longer. They'd extend that scene.
With a whole chorus line of guys with their wieners between their legs.
The tuck and roll. The tuck and roll will be going for like an extended version. I just got that on the radio.
It's allowed. There's nothing wrong with tuck and roll.
I think at this hour, we can say just about anything we want, I would think. So.
Actually, did you do "We Are the Champions" and "We Will Rock You" with Elton, or just was it Bohemian Rhapsody? Right?
Yeah,
Was it
but I
Bohemian
think we
Rhapsody?
did something else too. I think
And
we
We Are
did
the
"We Will Rock You" or something.
And well, that was the whole
I don't really
group.
remember. Yeah,
But it was just you two on Bohemian Rhapsody, I think, wasn't it?
yeah.
Okay. I just had to get that straight in my head.
Why does everybody cringe when Jericho opens his
I
mouth?
ask good questions,
You
don't
do,
I?
man.
Just because I had a little bit of a friction with Jeff Tate last time, now I'm like
What
public
was your
enemy number
friction?
one.
There was an incident a couple weeks ago.
What was the incident? No.
long story.
Come on.
Well, it happened off the air and then it spilled onto
No,
the
come
air.
on. Let's hear it. I dig this.
Do you really-